Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, welcome to my page, Timo Starboy, Reality Talk TV. Yeah, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And for those people who have already sleeping, good night. Yeah, this is Timo Starboy, Reality Talk TV. You can join us on Facebook, Timo Starboy Channel Blogs. So this is another one. Mr. Apapa, hey, welcome Chris. Welcome, Charlie Chris. So, Mr. Apapa, Lamidi Apapa, why is it that you people you don't want to learn? Huh? Why is it that you don't want to learn? It seems that you are a goat. You still go collect Wotowoto on Arise TV. You still go collect Wotowoto after they have removed your cap, they beat you up at the tribunal court. You know, you still go to the Arise TV to prove your case. Eh? No be Arise TV suppose to go. Na TVC, where they accept a lie. You know? It's not Arise TV that they will carry your case. That place, that channel where you go, then go slam you down, then go smack you down, then go knock you out there. Then go knock you. You don't sabi. You don't sabi Rufai. Eh? You don't sabi Rufai, the champion of the media, the King Kong of the media. You go post some question where you can even if you swallow yourself to sleep na wahala for you. Why you carry your case go there in the first place? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? They tell you that you don't have a face, you don't have a show. You show up. Next time, I think your hat, I mean your cap where they remove. Next time it's gonna be your head. They go remove your head, pata pata. You guys, you don't want to learn. You don't want to learn at all. What is wrong with all these Yoruba leaders? These Yoruba leaders, I don't know. What is wrong with them? Look at this old fool. He just go up and down, constituting nuisance. You think he has a case? Eh? Just hopeless people because you don't have anything to do. You are jobless. You are jobless. Busybody all the time. What is wrong with our leaders? Especially all these Yoruba, when they see where they will chop money, that is where their hair go just stand. You think anybody can hear you out with all this rubbish you are doing? I think it's about time your children, they need to sit you down and correct what is inside your brain. They should talk some senses inside your brain because obviously you don't have anything upstairs. You go to the Arise TV to prove your case. Na TVC you supposed to go because that place then they pamper all these liars, all these fake lawyers or fake politicians. Or you can go other channel. It's not Arise TV. Arise TV, they will never pamper you there. They will tell you the fact. They will spit to your face. They will spit to your face. They will tell you the correct one, especially Rufai Oseni. That man a champion now. He never found out how they call him the king of the media because of this question that we post on you. Anyway, my people, let's allow me to play this video. This man is totally out of sense. He doesn't have anything upstairs here. He was just going out and down. They collect your seat. Just nonsense talk. Nonsense. Please let me play you this video. Let's hear from them. This is from Arise TV.
Of the petition
against
the president-elect Bola Tinubu by the Labour Party and its presidential candidate Peter Obi to Friday, the 19th of May. Joining us now on the show is Lamidi Apapa, acting
Apapa.
fractional chairman.
I don't know
the
what kind of
Party.
Apapa.
Good
You
morning,
get
Mr.
Ojora
Apapa, and thank you very much for joining us.
or get Oshodi. No be Apapa alone.
Good morning. Well, some of the papers are reporting
You can see the man.
Today that Labour Party members are celebrating the attack on you in the premises of the court yesterday in Abuja, and they are saying
You get what you deserve.
In their party, representing
that is what you deserve because you are very great. You don't shame.
Court tomorrow. The case
Shameless people.
Having been adjourned till Friday, May 19. What exactly happened? Are you indeed a mole in the Labour Party trying to sabotage the party, as many of them claim?
Well, that's not correct. I'm not a mole in Labour Party. If anybody is telling you that I'm a mole, that person is just being mischievous, and the statement is incorrect. What really transpired yesterday was that I went to the court to assert my authority as the acting national chairman of the party. You will recall that on the 5th of April, a federal court in Abuja directed or restrained Aburi, who is the former chairman of the party, and 3 others from parading themselves as officers of the party. And on the 5th of May, when Aburi went to court for the vacation of the order, the court failed and the whole thing was turned down. Therefore, it is my responsibility as the authentic acting national chairman of the party to assert my authority anywhere the party issues are taking place. And that was why yesterday I went to the Tribunal Court to assert that authority. And when I got there, at the beginning, there was a big drama because the person who was asked to represent the party was Mr. Osuntokun. And I told him point blank that you cannot be on seat here because the person who's supposed to be there is around, and that is me.
Look at what the old man is saying.
During the argument, some people intervened that
look at what he's saying.
Him to sit,
Stupid.
Sit around that seat, and we went and sit on the other seat, me and my co-officers who were in court. And during the transaction issue, as you have said, Dudu, a woman leader, raised up or stood up and said she was representing Labour Party. This I objected to. That anywhere I am as the acting national of the party, no other officers should be recognized as being representing the party.
Because it's your father's.
The judge ruled that because there was
it's your father's place, Adi.
Then none of us will be recognized at that venue as being representative of Labour Party. But after the close of the court, I was just moving out, and the talks that were brought by Aburi and Obi, they confronted me, they abused me, humiliated me, removed my car, beat me. And there was a pre-court meeting that took place a day before the court, when my team went to see Peter Obi's group, and they have said, they confirmed it. They said that if I should appear in court, that they are going to deal with me. And they actually
happened in court yesterday, and you were telling us your version of what happened, saying that you believe that the attack was sponsored by Mr. Julius Abure and Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party. I want to understand how you came to that conclusion in terms of, do you have evidence that they're the ones who sponsored the attack on you? And the second part I was going to say is that a statement was released by Comrade Chris Uyot of the Nigerian Labour Congress, where they denounced you as the factional chairman, saying that you don't represent any faction and that they don't know where you got your legitimacy to act on behalf of the Labour Party. Of course, you know, the NLC set up founded the Labour Party alongside the TUC. So who are you representing? What gives you legitimacy as factional president? Which faction are you representing?
Thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that from the NSC TUC. The NSC and TUC, they have their constitution. Labour Party has its own constitution. No one override the other. And you cannot use your own constitution to operate the other one. And if anybody wants to talk about the NSC TUC, I am a member of NSC. When this party was formed in 2002, I was secretary of NSC in Oyo State. And I was the chairman of the party for 10 years in Oyo. Even when it was transformed into Labour Party, I was the chairman. None of them should say they have authority over the formation of the Labour Party than myself. So talking of, and since that time till date, I've been in the party for 21 years now. I've never been in another political party. Those people that are now complaining, recognizing illegality. Because Aburis is something but illegality. If NSC, TUC, because of what they collected or what they must have collected or what they intend to collect, are supporting legality, then we have problem in this country. Because if they say they are supporting him, and where do I derive my own legality? I don't need to ask them for legality. The Labour Party constitution is clear on this. And I don't need to make any approach before that is given to me. It is clear that in the absence of the national chairman, the deputy chairman takes over in acting capacity.
Please,
Look at what this old man is saying.
I just want to get a clarification. At first,
Look at what you are saying.
NLC is of no effect. You were even secretary of NLC in Oyo State at a point. Now you said NLC
yourself,
and TUC.
listen to yourself.
I was.
No, hang on a minute. Now you said NLC and TUC have, deputy chairs in the party that nobody can impose a platform deputy chairman on you. If NLC has no effect on the party.
Unelected.
No, hang on a minute.
Elected deputy chairman.
So if NLC have no effect on the party, why would they put in deputy chairman to the party? That's number one.
What a shame. Old man like
the
you.
allegations that you collected money from somebody to do all of this.
Old man like you. What a shame.
Did you?
It's not.
No, three will now
It's
be.
not. I didn't.
Okay, so
I didn't.
so hang on a minute. Let me finish.
And I
please.
challenge them.
Let me finish.
Right.
Thirdly, you are going. They say you wrote a letter to Labour Party lawyers all over the country at electoral tribunals to withdraw the case, their cases, and they should bring everything to
That's
your
not true.
front. So those are the allegations against you. You didn't. So what letter did you write?
I didn't. I didn't.
Okay, so answer
I
this.
didn't write any letter.
Yeah.
Only during that court process, after the sitting of the court at the FCT, I only spoke that now that I'm in charge of the party now, as the the acting chairman of the party, I am entitled to be briefed of all the goings in the party. I don't think that is true. I didn't write any letter. I only said, well, now that
How did you say it? Did you write it in a letter? Hang on a minute. Did you write it in a letter form, or you said it with mouth?
I didn't write anything at all. So with mouth, I didn't write anything.
So but they said you wrote a letter. So is it that you just said it with your mouth as
It's
a
not to tell them
pronouncement?
to show it to you.
This man is over 70.
Sir.
He doesn't have head. He doesn't have brain.
Okay.
Tell
Over
them to
70
confront
years.
me and to show you a copy of that letter.
Useless man.
I'm prepared to come back
Just
again.
disgracing
Tell them to
Yoruba
show you a
up and
copy of
down.
that. It's not true. Absolutely untrue.
Disgracing your barriers up and down.
I didn't collect cover from anybody. And
Next time you go there, they go remove your head.
If you have an evidence,
I promise you
please
that.
show it to the whole world that I collected money from my opposition party. I did not, and I will never. Mr. Apapa, since yesterday, yes, please. Have you contacted the presidential candidate of the party, because he's the major party to the petition at the tribunal? Have you contacted him? Has there been any communication directly with Mr. Peter Obi? And with the treatment you received yesterday, with you even losing your cap, which is not to superstitious people, it's not a good thing for
Just
an
listen,
man to lose his cap in public. Are you going to show up at that tribunal again tomorrow?
Bunch of fools we have in Nigeria.
If they see you again, they will deal with you. Are you going to go there and confront them? Let me start one by one. Whether there was any direct contact with Peter Obi, there was indirect contact. Elders of the party, Igbo leaders, here and abroad, we've been having conversations. They've been intervening, but it has not been fully actualized. but we've been interacting indirectly. Even during the pre-court process, my team and Peter Obi Abu team, they met, and the argument there was that they said Obi insisted that he will not recognize me as the acting national chairman of the party. There was argument over it. Who should be there? If Aburi has stepped aside and I'm the next person to him, no matter how, whether you like my face or you don't like me, by right, by law, I'm the next person to Aburi.
Nobody like your attitude.
And that was a text message from one of the...
We don't like your attitude.
That if I should appear,
you are a hooligans.
They are going to deal with me. And they actually...
Radical old man.
That threat. And that's why I accused Peter Obi and Aburi to have committed the act. Even if openly they may say no. But with the way they behave and the way they have been behaving to me, confirming that he's the type of person who can do it that way. Now let's talk about whether I collected money from them. I want to repeat it to the entire world. I did not collect a kobo from anybody. And if anybody has an evidence to prove, let that person come forward and show the whole world that this is what I've collected. On letter to tribunals, I have never written a letter to any of the tribunals in Nigeria.
Okay, please, Mr. Apapa, Mr. Apapa, I apologize. I'm taking
Yes.
Dr. Batiston, but there's a letter here that says instruction for legal representation.
Yeah.
And it was written by Prince and Law Empire, Prince O. Enyekwe Esquire. It was written to Beatrice Otubo, the candidate of the Labour Party in Rivers State. He says, the above petition which will be acting as counsel for, I have been briefed by the National Legal Advisor of the Labour Party to take over the conduct of the petition from you, hereby to notify you to the rule pursuant of the... In this circumstance, I shall file the notice of change of counsel. So what they are saying is that, in fact, you are changing counsel of those people. So where did this letter come from?
When was that?
The letter here was dated 12 May 2023. It was signed by Prince O. Enyekwe Esquire, managing solicitor, and the CC, the National Legal Advisor, Labour Party, to change the hitherto counsel. And they said the letter came for you because when Beatrice Otubo, hang on a minute, when Beatrice Otubo was interrogated, hang on a minute, let me finish, Mr. Apapa. When Beatrice Otubo was interviewed, she said the letter came from you, and in fact, she denounced you and said that Lamidi and Apapa cannot be coming here to instruct us on what we'll do with counsel.
That's a lie. If I want to write a letter to any lawyer, didn't I have my own signature to sign? I am telling you this is a lie. It's just about manipulation. It's a lie. It's not, that letter was not emanated from me. And I'm telling you this now. Did you not know my name?
Okay, so a couple of things. You said you played so much role in the Obi campaign. I'd like to ask, did you win your polling unit for Labour Party in Oyo State? That's number one.
Yes, I won it.
And why didn't Labour Party do well in Oyo State if you claim you have a clout, as you claim? Because Labour Party didn't churn out the good numbers in Oyo State. And also tell us your polling unit so we'll do well to be able to verify. Secondly, I'd like to ask you, do you believe... hang on a minute, please. Hang on a minute. Let me finish. Mr. Lamidi Apapa, let me finish.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting.
Good.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting.
Secondly, you claim you believe in Obi's mandate, right?
What an
You
irony.
claim you are an obedient.
Yes.
You claim you believe in
Yes.
this election case that is in court, that your Labour Party stands a chance at the tribunal. But do you know your actions yesterday as regards to recognize who is in charge has cost your party so much?
Yes.
And you have made a mockery of your party with your activity. Does party supremacy ever count in your dictionary?
It counts.
It counts with the way you've mocked your party
That's your question. But
and the way you destroyed your party?
You asked a question, I intend to respond to it.
Go ahead.
I intend to respond to your question.
Go ahead.
That my action yesterday, can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
You are saying that the action you are saying that the action of that took place was a mockery of maybe to our party per se. It is never a mockery. It is never a mockery. For someone to ask for his right is never a mockery. Our going to court there, is that a mockery? Is that a mockery for us to go to the tribunal? Is that a mockery? It's not a mockery. For one to claim his right, it's not a mockery. It depends on your own interpretation. To me, it's not a mockery. And what they do to me, is that not a mockery? What Obi asked them to do to me, is that not a mockery?
They're supposed to do better.
Was I the person that
they're supposed to do better for your head.
You are saying that now. You refer to those who initiated it, not me. Who was obedient, who was orderly. So I don't know how you interpret anyway, but that is the way I see it. It was never a mockery because I was there.
If he wasn't there in the first place,
whether authority of the party,
none of this would have happened.
Authority of the party. Am I not the authority?
So you deserve what they did to you, and if you go again, they will remove your head.
Why I said it was a mockery is this: do you know that at the end of the day, in the court yesterday, there was no clear authority of
they will naked you.
It was only Obi that was recognized. Nobody could stand as authority because the court says, you know what, we can't deal with this mess going on. You were notifying yourself, the other faction was notifying themselves. So there was a clear case of chaos yesterday, and nobody could have acknowledged as an authority. Isn't that going to stall your case in court?
Let me tell you on this again. In a democratic setting, where we have a woman leader and you have acting chairman, do you need to go into dictionary before you know his superior?
This man is a totally faction.
What are we talking? If not because
it's a totally faction on LP, Labour Party.
It's our responsibility to recognize me, not the woman leader. In a very decent society. But if it has gone that way, let's leave it as it is and see the end of the matter. If I cannot be recognized there, and the woman leader is there, raising up her hand, and the court was silent over it. It's an abnormality.
Thank you.
I keep on telling you that Obi came to this party less than a year. I'm 21 years old in the party.
21 years old. What are you doing? What are you still doing?
Mr. Apapa.
21 years old. What are you still doing in the party? You never eat enough.
Addressing the press yesterday.
You never eat enough. Only you.
Were it not for you,
we say it's time for the youth to take over. All this old cargo must go.
The same people that you claim,
so.
They must go, vanish.
You claim wanted to kill
21 years, 21 good years, and he's still there, eating money.
The matter that they are pursuing in court.
Shameless people.
Tomorrow you will go there. Do you love the party so much that you are ready to die for it? Do you love the Labour Party so much that you are willing to put your life on the line? Or you plan to go to court tomorrow with your own team of thugs, knowing fully well that the court.
Go ahead. I don't know whether you are following me.
I'm following you.
Question to me.
Yes.
Whether we
because you are ridiculous now.
I said I intend.
You are ridiculous in your statement.
You understand what I intend to? I said I intend to.
I intend to. What does that mean?
I decide to say, well, Alaji don't go. I may decide not to go.
Lamidi Apapa, what does that mean? I intend to.
Not to go. If you are saying that people say
this man said,
those people.
You go come out my teeth with
that they should beat me up
with the English.
Let's wait and see. There's one that's called love karma.
Which kind of love karma?
Come out. Dance on everybody.
Come out to love karma.
Love karma is there.
That is why it's catching up on you now.
If I've been in this party for 21 years and it came just a year ago.
The law of karma is catching up on you people that you are a rogue.
I don't know how you interpret
they disgrace you up and down.
That people are saying something
useless
like
people
against me. I'm not happy, but I leave that to God to decide.
If you go again, they go remove your head. I see saying it.
You call yourself.
Now your head they go remove, not your cap again.
Are you not the authority of the Labour Party? Yes, you are, right? If Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu calls you for a conversation as we speak on the furtherance of democracy, would you honor Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President-elect?
Before I honor him, I will consult the executive of the party.
So if the executive says
ahead, I will do.
So if the executive say you should go ahead to honor the meeting with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
if the executive say go ahead, it becomes our position.
Our
it's
position.
Not going to be
Which
my
your position?
If they say go and see him, or we are going to see him,
Who give you
it
position?
becomes
Useless
the
man.
position of the party, not the position of Alhaji Bashir Lamidi Apapa.
so but if they say go and see him, you will go to see him, right?
All of us collectively will go and see him.
This man doesn't have. It's not a. He doesn't have a shame.
Mandate of the house that we are going to see him.
He doesn't have
Okay.
head.
Mr. Apapa,
Okay.
He's a useless man.
now you are interested in this court matter, the petition by your party and Mr. Obi. Were you involved in the process
Yes.
of putting the legal team together? Or, as a claim, you are just claiming your right as, acting chairman of the party? And then beyond all of that, what do you think of your presidential candidate, the statements that he has put out about people misrepresenting him, trying to, intimidate the Labour Party to withdraw from the court? What do you say to all of that?
I may not like to respond to that because he never mentioned anybody's name. He knows it is in his mind. Let him mention it out. Let him mention the people's name. Everybody will have to respond to it. But since he has not mentioned anybody, well, that should be his own personal opinion. To me, nobody should respond to somebody that is guessing, or you think I suspect that you want to say this. No, it's abnormality. So the issue of whether we have legal team or so, legal team already has been working. They are doing their job. We are waiting for them to actualize or to achieve the mandate of Peter Obi. That is already in the tribunal.
No, but were you involved in the process of recruiting that team? Have you been interfacing with that team?
I'm not a lawyer.
But have you been interfacing with that team as an interested party, acting chairman of the party? Do you have access to them?
Now, you are coming back to my question. By the time this legal team, by the time they were set up, I was deputy chairman of the party. It is the chairman of the party then, Aburi, who put them together, and they've commenced their work. And when he now step aside, either partially or whatever, I now demanded that there should be briefed. There was noise making again, that I should be briefed. I don't think that is too much for me to ask. So if they now say for me to ask again is also a crime, I leave them for it.
Okay, Mr. Apapa.
If that's what they want.
Okay, Mr. Apapa. Akin Shitokun
Yes,
was on television yesterday. And he said what transpired was that you showed up in court and you asked him to stand up. And he said he doesn't know you. How come, even as deputy chairman of the party, that the director general of your party's campaign, presidential campaign, will not know the deputy chairman of the party? Because he said, he told you he doesn't know you.
Well, I want to react to it now. Okay. I'm surprised and I'm also happy that this particular issue was mentioned again. Oshutokun that you are saying now. Now, when the first meeting we had during Dr. Okupe, we are both from the Southwest. Okupe called a meeting when he was the Director General in Peru. He sat by my side. This was Oshutokun. He sat by my side. And Dr. Okupe said, this is the man you've been hearing of. This is our man. By now, I was the most senior officer of the party from that zone. He saw me, we greeted. And during the campaign of our principal to Ekiti, I was with him there in Ekiti. So for him to say, he's only riding on what Peter Obi said, that he doesn't know me. And I've explained this several times that if Peter Obi said he does not know me or he has never seen me before, I've explained to people that it's either he's being forgetful or being a liar.
So, Mr. Apapa, I'd like you to just share with us who are the EXCO members that you've been consulting with. Because you say that for each of the decisions that you will make in terms of whether you go to court tomorrow, whether you're going to accept to meet with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should the invitation come to the Labour Party, you wouldn't be acting in your personal capacity, you'd be speaking to the EXCO. Can you mention the names of the EXCO members that you are working with, who have your support and you're consulting with?
That produced me as the acting national chairman, I have 7 members on my side. They have 4 on their side.
Who are the 7
so
members?
I consult those 7 members.
Who are the
7 members? Myself, I've started mentioning.
Okay.
I started mentioning. I said myself, 1. With the treasurer, Daramola is there. Alhaji Umoru is there. I said myself, Alhaji Umoru. Bishop is there from River State. Alhaji Alikali is there. Alhaji Sali is there.
We are going to find out this. We are going to
so
do research on them.
You mentioned 5 names, including yourself. Who are the other 2?
Now.
No, you said Alhaji Umoru. You said Bishop.
6.
Yeah, 6.
Okay, 6. Alhaji Alkali, Alhaji Sali.
One more person.
Yourself, and then the 6th person.
We are going to do our research on these people.
And Okeke.
Those people that they are spoiling
Okeke.
our
We
democracy.
within a minute, so if your response can be very brief.
Thank you so much.
Labour Party generated a lot of momentum within a very short time, and posted that performance that he did in the last election. Don't you think that the way Labour Party leaders are now behaving is a source of disappointment? To many of the young people and others who supported the party, because people are now saying, oh, we said it, Labour Party is not different from the other political parties. In fact, other political parties did not go to court to fight. We're just hoping that tomorrow, Labour Party will not go to court with thugs, different set of thugs. That will be contemptuous of the integrity of the court. Don't you think this is disappointing?
You are very correct. But let me tell you, it takes 2 to tango. If A has done the right thing, B may not consider otherwise. If the way you are talking to me, if it's the way you talk to Peter Obi and the way you talk to Aburi, things would have been better. If you have stepped aside at the right time, there will be no need for argument all over. If Obi has convened a meeting, inviting all us to these parties, this thing will have been avoided. That's my take.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Apapa.
So guys, the second video I would like to play is the chairman, LOP chairman himself. So he has come back. He has restored his seat back. So let's hear from him what he said today. This is latest news. Okay, here we go.
And of course, Apapa was a member of National Union of Petroleum and Tanker Drivers Union, where their history is to overthrow government. So, Lamidi Apapa is on.
Sorry guys. Another. Just give me a minute, guys. We would like to hear from the chairman, Labour Party chairman.
A world press conference addressed by Barrister Julius Abure, National Chairman, Labour Party, on the 18th day
National Chairman, Labour Party.
2023.
Abure is speaking now.
Secretariat of our party.
You can see his face.
It has become imperative for me to address this press conference to properly put the legal issues surrounding the leadership of the party in their proper perspective.
As you can see.
It is pertinent to state categorically and clearly that the Labour Party has no faction in the party.
It's only Lamidi Apapa is a faction.
Labour Party has only one leadership, and that leadership is the National Working Committee that is led by me, Barrister Julius Abure. Recall that some few members of the National Working Committee boggled themselves into the office and appointed themselves, precisely 4 of them, as officers of the party, acting upon a restraining court order, an ex parte order granted by the FCT High Court. A careful look at the originating summons, which is pending before the High Court of the FCT. The suspended deputy chairman of the party, Apapa Lamidi and his co-authors were asking the courts that upon granting their reliefs in the final judgment, to direct NEC to appoint interim national officers for the party. Out of their own desperation, they are no longer patient enough to wait for the outcome of the final judgment, but employed self-help and appointed themselves as national officers of the party. However, our objection to the court's jurisdiction was overruled by Justice J. Moazu of the FCT High Court on the 12th of May, 2023. On the same day, we filed a notice of appeal. And then on Wednesday, 17th May, the appeal was entered at the Court of Appeal. And the appeal number is CA ABJ CV/559/2023. We have also filed our appellant brief of arguments, which has been served on the courts, on the trial courts. By necessary implication, the FCT High Court in Maitama ceases to have jurisdiction over the matter, having successfully filed our notice of appeal, transmitted records, and also filed a motion for stay of proceedings in the FCT High Court. The matter is now on the course list of the Court of Appeal, and so what the High Court judge is expected to do in the circumstance is to adjourn the matter sine die. It is worthy of note that in 2021, in the case of Suleiman against APC, reported in Nigeria Weekly Law Report 2023, the Supreme Court overturned the decision of this same Justice Moazu, who wrongly assumed jurisdiction in the case involving the APC in the same circumstances, in the same manner. His decision was jettisoned by the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. You can avail yourself of that law report and see the details of it. This report, no doubt, was communicated to the judge for him to be well guided in this same matter. However, surprisingly, he went ahead and also assumed jurisdiction on this matter. However, having appealed and filed a motion of stay and all other processes, and since the lower court is now seized with jurisdiction on the matter, I and my colleagues, earlier restrained by the FCT High Court, have now assumed our constitutional duty as national officers henceforth, we shall continue our good work, which we have been doing for the party and for the nation. We have maintained severally, and we wish to put on record, without sounding immodest here, that under my leadership, the party have been taken from grass to grace. We have elevated the status of this party. We have made it the #1 opposition party in Nigeria. Since the history of this party, this is the first time under my watch, under my leadership, that we will have a sitting governor, or that we'll be having a governor that will be sworn in, 35 House of Rep members, 8 senators, and all others are coming. We have succeeded in redefining the political landscape in the country. The 2023 general election was a different election altogether, and it's as a result of the participation of Labour Party, and it's as a result of the quality and qualitative leadership that this National Working Committee under my leadership have provided. Before the 2023 general election, there was no fundamental difference between all other political parties. Hence, Nigerians didn't have alternative. But with the coming on stream of the Labour Party under our leadership, Nigerians saw an alternative opposition political party. And I'm sure that's why all progressive Nigerians, all right-thinking Nigerians, all those who meant well for the country, no doubt, supported the Labour Party to victory in the last election. When we started the battle for the 2023 general election, people laughed at us that we were just 4 people tweeting from a room. They described the Labour Party as a party that has no structure. Even with all the manipulation of the results, with all the rigging of the results declared by INEC showed clearly that in the presidential election, we won 12 states clearly, and PDP won 12 states clearly, and APC had 13 states. It has never happened in the political history of Nigeria, and that happened under my watch. And therefore today, I and my colleagues that attained that feat have bounced back to continue the good work that we are doing. I want to use this opportunity to reassure Nigerians that we will not be discouraged by the actions of detractors. We have put our hands on the plow to liberate Nigeria and ensure that there's a better Nigeria. This leadership of Labour Party, and indeed the leadership of our party, is totally committed to the well-being and welfare of Nigerians. And we shall continue to pursue that good work. In fact, we will not rest on our oars until victory is ascertained. And therefore, every element of distraction we will put behind us and continue our good work. I want to conclude this address once more by appreciating the media for your wonderful work, for reporting us correctly, with the exception of 1 or 2, which you all know, and you know even among the 12, we had Judas. So in as much as we had majority of journalists working and doing very great job for us, it wasn't surprising that we had 1 or 2 who also didn't report us very well or accurately. So I appreciate all of you for your support. The battle to liberate the country is not a one-man affair. It's not a Labour Party matter alone.
Yes, yes.
We are all suffering
That's
the
right.
mismanagement, the bad governance that we found ourselves over the years. And it takes collaborative efforts. It takes collective efforts to rescue the country and reposition it for greatness. For us in Labour Party, we are committed to this. And we also want to appeal to you in the media to also play your own part. So that at the end,
We will play our part, surely. We will be taking our part.
We have a country that we can
We will seek for justice.
We have a country that will work for the people.
Yeah.
As we speak today, because of the
We have committed to the betterness of our life in the country.
Yes, Nigeria is not working for Nigerians. And this is what the Labour Party and its leadership seek to change. And we therefore will be needing the collaboration.
All this corruption,
all Nigerians
politicians must go.
And therefore,
like Ghana must go. They must go. We push them out.
We appeal to the media to be with us.
We are on their neck. 24/7. We are on their neck.
To give the National Secretary 2 minutes to speak on one or two on the media briefing carried out by Apapa today. Thank you and God bless you. Just go ahead.
The national chairman and member of the national working committee and some member of the NEP, gentlemen of the press, thank you very much. You have heard from our amiable national chairman, and Labour Party is one, and there is no faction. Those people who are dreaming, their dream has already died.
Lamidi Apapa is only faction there, and they have removed him.
It is very imperative.
They have removed the bad eggs.
To know that the Apapa person was on the air this morning, particularly on Arise TV and Channels TV, stating that Labour Party is regionalized, particularly the leadership. I don't know why he got that assertion, but for the purpose of clarity, when you look at the campaign council as inaugurated by our principal, His Excellency Peter Obi, the campaign council was chaired by a northerner, AIG Zarewa, and the deputy campaign council was Alhaji Maitama, and the chief spokesperson of the campaign council is Dr. Tankoli Musa. And I, speaking to you here, my name is Alhaji Umar Farouk, I'm from Kaduna State. I'm the national secretary of the party. And for the records, to afresh the memory of people like Apapa, when we are in this country trying to achieve the hard fight of the Muslim ticket, these guys are all trying to bring something when Nigerians have already outgrown that. Nigerians have already gone from religious sentiment, from regional, from ethnic sentiment. See, the youth have come out and spoken. We want a united Nigeria. So people, that is why all those people, Muslim, Christian, Southerners, Hausas, they are all united and they are supporting Peter Obi under the platform. So for someone to come and started trying to bring sentiment, he has forgotten. The deputy national chairman is Nadelia from Plateau State, from Borno State. National women leader from Gombe State. A national vice chairman again from Kebbi State, one of our national vice chairman, Alhaji Umar from Kebbi State. So what are we talking about regionalization or religious aspect of it? These guys are trying to work on the sentiment of Nigeria to cause havoc. They have already done enough, and we are calling on all Nigerians to forget about them because they are working for their famous. Their famous have not, they do not take it well with the perceived success on the Muslim ticket that they have brought to Nigeria in order to divide us, and they are still trying to, hunt on the well-meaning and principle-loving obedience that have voted diligently, religiously, and unbiasedly to vote for Peter Obi. We are going for our mandate, and we are peacefully going to continue to pursue our mandate in the legal, all legal way possible. We are in the tribunal, and we hope that Nigerians and the judiciary are on trial, and we wish and we hope and we pray that the Nigerian judiciary will not go through the right thing, and the justice will take it.
So thank you guys. This is how we have you today. So please don't forget, tune in on our channel, Timo Starboy channel blogs, on YouTube, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. So I thank you so much. God will bless you and bless your home. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you. I love you all. Mwah. Bye for now.